Hi, hikers and trekkers. Joe here. I'm going to answer a question today. Do I need hiking poles? The short answer to that question is no, you don't need hiking poles. You can go on a hike without them, no problem. However, there are many benefits and a few negatives that I'm going to talk about. So the main benefit of your hiking pole, here's mine here. The biggest benefit is it gives you added stability. On steep tracks, it's going to help you with balance. It's going to help you with those tricky parts of the trail. So that added support is a real benefit. Another benefit is that it's going to help your posture and it's going to help you to use the upper part of your body and take some of the pressure off the lower part of the body. It keeps you upright. Keeps your hands up. A lot of people get swollen hands when they're hiking, and having poles, when you're holding them up, it's going to reduce that. One of the key reasons for hiking poles is to reduce the stress on your knees and on your back. There's research that shows that there's a significant reduction in the stress on those joints. So if you have any issues with knees, or you're of an age where your knees have been working for a long time and you want to reduce the stress, reduce the chance of injury, then hiking poles are going to significantly reduce that. So really very, very important. I like to use trekking poles a lot of the time, particularly on long hikes, and particularly when I'm carrying a heavy pack, because that reduction of stress on my knees, reducing the chance of falls, trips, helping with my balance with that big backpack on is really makes it very worthwhile. A couple of the negatives: if you're walking on narrow trails, sometimes there's not enough room for your poles. You may choose to just use one pole. I sometimes do that. Where there's lots of rocks, things that you maybe want to grab with your hands, you maybe want to put your poles away. If you're doing some rock scrambling, poles might go away. So that's why I do like the fold-up ones. So if I'm doing that kind of track, then I can fold it up and put it away. In terms of your balance, if you use poles all the time, then you're going to really rely on that. And it's actually very important to train your body to balance on its own. So I like to do a lot of training without the poles so that I don't become reliant on them and I'm using my own mechanisms to balance. And a final negative is damage to the trails. Poles with it, they have a carbon tip end, can actually damage the trails. So they have a little cap, this one, which I'm having trouble getting off, but this little cap, a little rubber cap, helps to protect the trails. So I will use that and maybe take the cap off if I'm going into mud or snow or something where I want a bit more grip. So trekking poles, think about it, can really make trekking much more enjoyable. So enjoy.